Yeah, it's that red wave.
Florian.
Wirtz Frimpong. Touchdown to Merseyside.
Hey.
Let's go. Slide through the pitch like a phantom glide.
Florian.
Number 10 vision got the pram on fire. Said 9 to buy, and yeah, they look so sure. But I'm clocking silver dreams at that Anfield door. They thought I rocked the white and red of South, but I'm squeezing outside, drew the lines in chalk. Midfield poet, let the movement talk. I write my name where the legends walk. From Leverkusen lights to them top night roars. Me and Frimpong breaking through them doors. They ain't see it coming, now they wish they could. We red now, baby, feels neighborhood. From Leverkusen lights to them top night roars. Me and Frimpong breaking through them doors. They ain't see it coming, now they wish they could. We red now, baby, Anfield's neighborhood. Speed like a shadow, I'm gone in a blink. Crosses on target, got defenders to think. Me and Flo Wirtz, now we back in sync. Y'all had to scoop wrong, time to rewrite that ink. I set the tone, now Slot got the wheel. Legacy in motion and the sign is still real. Byron was talking like Diaz was done, but we dipped on them clean like a noonday run. Lights, top night roars. Me and Frimpong breaking through them. Florian, they ain't see it coming, now they wish they could. We red now, baby, Anfield's neighborhoods. Florian, lights to the top night roars. Me and Frimpong breaking through them doors.
Oi, get the checkbook out this summer. Hey, Florian. Oh, art thou Florian? I believe you're looking for a new football club, my mate. Hey, England, Manchester, Etihad, this Stad will be playing Champions League football next year, my friend. Yeah, how about you take a little 2-2 Ryanair jet from Leverkusen over to Manchester. We'll get you a nice hotel stay. Little 2-2 medical, £300,000 a week. Couple bonuses thrown in there. 2-2 Ballon d'Or in a couple years. Champions League. Happy days. You want to go Bayern Munich. Little 2032 Bayern Munich driller. Happy days. We get the next up and coming star. Hey, how about it, Florian? Florian. How art thou, Florian?
The Ryanair part always sends me like, you're really gonna get 130 million euro signing on a Ryanair jet. We didn't even do that to Frimpong, and he's like 30 M's, bro. It's just mad. Ryanair. Chat, imagine giving a record signing a Ryanair flight. How horrible is that? Love you, LB, but that was a horrible idea. And I'm gonna keep playing this video till the end of the time because you're a fraud. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. As you guys know, Friday nights, which means the Friday night Liverpool show, ladies and gentlemen. These are all massive guests to us. These are all incredible guests to us because they're here to talk the facts. They're here to present the information about Liverpool Football Club and state their honest opinions. Speaking of massive, after watching his short on the Kmack channel, I discovered he's about 6'8". That's how tall he is. You get me? And is here on the channel. Hopefully doesn't make Jamie rage quit this week. How you doing, Kmack, mate? You good?
I'm great. We can give them Ljinders instead.
Oh, I can't believe. You know, I already can't stand Pep Ljinders, honestly. Like, this has made me like despise him even more. I already can't stand him. I think he's a clown. But anyway, it is what it is. Pep Ljinders.
Hit the likes and subscribe, by the way, chat.
Exactly. Hit the likes and subscribe. Joining us next on the channel, he got me Canada's finest. He takes a break from making poutine and maple syrup to join us to talk about Liverpool Football Club. Man like Ekitike's in the building. How are you doing, Ekitike?
Big up. I'm excited. Frimpong Friday. Wirtz Monday. Let's see. I'm excited. Good times to be a Liverpool fan.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Speaking of good times, New York Knicks beat the Pacers yesterday. You get me? Comeback is on. 3-1 deficit. You get me? Big up New York. He's an LA merchant now, but he was in New York before. Clean shaven, looking fresh, you know, because we got our first signing today. Man like Mike Ulator in the building. How doing, Mike?
Next and seven. But yeah, big up. Let's just jump into it.
If the Knicks make the finals, are you gonna go to MSG?
Well, I'm in LA, and I don't want to pay $2,000 to sit in the last row, and I also don't want to watch us get swept by the Thunder, because the Thunder are going to sweep whoever they play. So it'll just be nice to get into the finals, but honestly, the better thing for the team would be to lose and to fire Tibbs, but that's a different conversation. And this isn't a NBA show. So
what phase is Tibbs in? And last but not least, he promised me no rage quitting this week. He's ready, styling and profiling. It's actually after 11 now, which means there is massive dangers he gets us cancelled today. But that's why we love him. Man, like Jamie's in the building. I do, Jamie.
Big up, guys. Big up. How we all doing?
What the fuck is going on here?
Big up, peeps.
I didn't think you keep that on the whole time. Fair play.
You've actually fully kept that on.
I did this in my last show, man. Also in my last show, what I did live, because he's a rat now, yeah? And we know if you've got a pet rat, they need bedding, yeah? You need to get special bedding for rats. So what you do, you rip up a certain man's book live. And it's a rat's bedding. Do you know what I mean?
That's the real rat right there.
I love that.
No more pet Ljinders, man.
I hate him so much, honestly. I genuinely, like, if there's one guy...
Gives a shit. He was a terrible head coach, and the only reason why he's going to Man City is because he wants to be a head coach, so he figured Pep Guardiola is the best person to learn under, and he's still going to fucking fail. He had one season at Leipzig and got fucking sacked. Congratulations, you're a shit man.
And anyway, you know what? Let's just start off with the two rats. That's the topic today. I want to start off with the two rats. You get me? Trent is gone. Pep Ljinders has gone to Manchester City. First of all, big up everyone locked in. 700 people are in the building. I'm going to look at the like count now and get disappointed. 141 likes. Have some shame and decorum. You want to talk about strikers and you can't hit the like button. Close the live chat, hit the like button, and continue to enjoy the show. It's a free button, man. It's free. You know,
700 likes, and I keep this on for the whole show. Come on.
Hey, there you go. 700 likes, and it keeps this on for the whole show.
God,
that's motivation,
by the way. So,
like the video right now. Let's go. Get the likes up, so Jamie can keep it on the whole show. So, first topic of the day, as Jamie, suggested, already spoken about. Pep Ljinders, Trent, both gone different directions. I'll start off with you, actually, Jamie. Talk to me. This whole Ljinders thing and this Trent thing.
So Trent, what shocked me about Trent, he automatically got rid of Liverpool in his bio like that and put Real Madrid there. He couldn't even wait. And he's probably getting tailed off by Jude right now as we speak. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's happening.
Well, that lasted long.
I didn't say anything bad. I said tailed off. I'm fine. Yeah. With Ljinders, man, look, I thought Ljinders said he wouldn't coach under anyone but Jurgen Klopp. I thought he didn't like the way other clubs did it because it's the Liverpool way and we don't spend money and blah, blah, blah. And if you're spending billions a year, it's cheating. Yeah. I thought it's cheating. But yeah, you know what what's it? It smells like oil. Yeah, he's off, man. He's got a babe in that shit. Yeah, his new book. Training is our new oil. That's what he's going. That's his new book. That's the new book. Yeah,
can I give you a different twist on this? I think City are gone to the shits now with Pep Ljinders as assistant. I'll be so honest with you. Like, if I'm a City fan right now, I'm completely shitting it. I'll be so honest with you. Because this club went to the shits as soon as Ljinders became like this main guy. Bro, this club went to the shits directly. If I'm a City fan right now, I am scared. I'll be honest with you. Not in a good way, like in a bad way. Like it's genuinely, like, I'm telling City fans watching this right now, bro, this will make you like, you just wait and see.
Let's not go overboard here. Let's not go overboard here. He's going to be an assistant. He's probably not going to be the first assistant, right? Like, he's not going to be the lieutenant.
Ooh, I don't know that for sure.
I'm just basing this off of like merit alone at the club. I don't know the guy's name, but I know the Manchester City assistant manager, who I always see standing right next to Pep Guardiola every single game because he's always on the TV every single time they pan to him. Unless that guy left the club,
2 years old, man.
Unless that guy left the club, I don't see him giving up his first mate status. His lieutenant status.
He left, Mike. I think
he did.
Yeah. I think Pep's going to be.
Okay. Well, listen. If Pep Ljinders is his number one, and Manchester City think that this guy knows anything about the Liverpool today, you're out of your mind. Like, okay, congratulations. You can give me the same scouting report that anyone else could give me about any player at Liverpool. You know what? Go ahead. Tell me what the deficiencies of Mohamed Salah are, as if every club in the world who faces us doesn't employ someone to tell me that for me. It doesn't really matter.
About this? Like, is this
No,
actually?
I mean, listen, some people are trolling, but like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
the guy's an assistant coach. He's not at Liverpool anymore. I don't care. Like, I do not care about the name Pep Ljinders. I don't care that he went to Manchester City. He was a part of a past regime. He has nothing to do with me. I live in the present moment. I don't live in the past. And then when it comes to Trent Alexander-Arnold, I live in the present. Like, I don't give a shit. I don't care if he's at Real Madrid. I don't care that we got 10 million. I don't care that he's playing in the Club World Cup. He's not a red. He is not a red anymore.
How can you not care? We got 10 million. That's an amazing move.
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay, listen. What I'm saying is that
Mike as well. You're the
what I'm saying. Listen,
yeah, you're the maculator. That's the part I thought you'd say the most.
You're hearing the word. Okay, you're taking the words, but you're not listening to what I'm saying. Right? Like, fantastic. We got 10 million, but I don't care. Like, I don't care about Trent. He's not a red. He plays for Real Madrid. He has nothing to do with me. He is in the past. And like any champion, you don't look at the past. The past is gone. The past is forever unchanged. It does not matter. All that matters is today, right? What's changing today? Frimpong came in. I don't need to hear the name Trent Alexander-Arnold ever again, because my right backs are Connor Bradley and Jeremy Frimpong. It's that simple, right? When Wirtz comes in, I don't ever have to hear the name Felipe Coutinho again, because Florian Wirtz is my 10. And when I get a new striker, I'll never have to hear the name Darwin Núñez again, because that guy is my new striker. So it's about living in the present and forgetting that fucking bum rat piece of shit. Like, I don't care about him. Good luck in Spain. God riddance. Enjoy your paella and your fucking beach days with Jude, whatever the fuck you guys do. It's none of my business. None of my business at all. Until I play you, I don't care about your name.
See, I have a different angle on the Trent thing, because I think watching how this exit has played out, even now that it's been confirmed with Real, I think even, I don't know if you guys saw, Real posted Trent had like a Instagram post when we played Leverkusen, which even at the time I thought was weird, the way he posted that photo with him and Xabi Alonso. No caption, nothing, just him and the coach. And then Real went now and posted it. If you actually go through his posts this whole year, all of them are kind of coded Real Madrid. He has like the one ad where he's like, count on me to make the switch. And then he winks and he's wearing Real colors. Like, I just think, I hate the way it's played out, because I think he had every right to get booed the first time he got booed. And I don't think, even without Klopp saying what he said, I don't think the fans would have been focused on booing Trent that last game. I think everyone would have been focused on the title celebrations. I just think people wouldn't have been clapping him off the way they ended up doing. And I think my takeaway from it is, I'm just so happy that we're in this new era with Slot that's going to be a bit more ruthless. Because I don't know if you guys noticed, but every time, even after Klopp made his comments, when they asked Slot about it again, he still never definitively told the fans what to do with Trent. He never said, I hope he gets a warm send-off. He always kept it lukewarm, like right in the middle, which to me said that I don't think, especially the first time he brought on Trent, I think he actually wanted Trent to get booed by the fans, which is what ended up happening. And it just left a bad taste in my mouth, the way Trent now he's posting, like, he's acting as if the parade was a send-off for him. Like, what a great send-off. Like, bro, we're celebrating the trophy. We don't care that, like, go, as you said, Mike, just go off, go to Real Madrid. We're good without you now. We're going to figure it out. We have our board back in place. We have a coach that's ready to win. We have a team that's ready to win. Go do your thing. I just hate how it turned into this whole Trent thing. Like, the feed I was watching the trophy parade on, or sorry, not the parade, when we actually lifted the trophy at Anfield, I feel like this is a guy that has been avoiding the cameras all season. The minute the game was done, he couldn't wait to run down that tunnel. No interviews, nothing. The minute Klopp puts his arm around him, Mr. Relationship FC, There's not a camera Trent can't find on the final day. He's taking the trophy from everybody. He wants to hold it. They're dancing, and I'm like, bro, this is so shameless of you. You've literally been hiding from the fans all season. You've been doing this to the fans all season. Now you want to cry and carry on. I loved what Curtis Jones did on the bus, where he's like, what is this guy? Like, he's doing this for the cameras. Like, you're crying. It's just,
yeah.
We don't
Curtis Jones clicked on, didn't he?
yeah. He's like, what is this?
Can't wait to just never hear his name again. Like, I cannot wait to just never hear it again.
My thing is, I just don't want the fans to take it easy on him when he does eventually come back as a Real Madrid player. Like, I want him to face the full wrath of the fans. I just hope the whole club thing hasn't. I don't want people to.
No one should tell anyone how to fucking feel. Like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry to Jurgen. You don't have the right to tell someone who pays their hard-earned money what to feel inside the stadium. If you want to boo and you want to shout whatever you want to shout, as long as it's not, provoking violence and as long as it's not blatant racism, you paid your money. You paid your ticket. Do what you want in a respectful way. And to be honest with you, booing, that's perfectly respectful. That is within the bounds of what you are allowed to do in a football stadium. Do not tell people how to feel. Do not tell fans how to act. You are not that person. You are not God. You are not the Lord Almighty. You are not the all-seeing, all-knowing entity that is the football, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Just like shut up and let fans do what they want.
Let fans do what they want.
So the Trent thing. Sorry, man. So the Trent thing. That was coming. And Arnie Slot even said that Trent told him that he's not going to be there at the end of the season. So he already knew that but he said he'd work hard, and he said he'd put all his effort in. And that's come out. Go on.
One quick thing I just saw in the comments too that I forgot about that really rubbed me the wrong way is when he kissed that badge. I don't know if you guys were okay with that. That was just, I was like, bro, don't be kissing the badge.
Don't let these things get to you. Who cares, bro? Who cares?
For me, I just don't like it. I don't like the way it played out. I like the way Slot handled it. I just think Klopp and like that whole relationship FC sort of energy, I think it did hold us back the last few years. Genuinely, I think it was his greatest strength, but I also think it was his greatest weakness. Like, I think
where are you going with this one, man? Bloody hell! Like, calm down. Like, you're going all over the show with this. Don't bring Klopp into it, otherwise we'll end up doing a different show. So the Trent thing, Slot clicked on straight away. Like, he's not gonna be there at the end of the season, but he said he'd give us 100% effort, and that clearly isn't what happened, because Slot called him out on it and said that no, he wasn't the hardest trainer, and he did have deficiencies. And at the end of the day, he can take them to Real Madrid, and let's see how the fans take to him there, and see how the manager takes to him there. The thing about the Trent thing, though, is I did say this a while ago. Like, what if Sabi does go to Real Madrid and Trent is his guy? Like, and it's all kind of played out like that now. And AI is just a very, very odd thing. It just is. And the Pep and Ljinders thing, I've got to be honest, like, I'm with Don on this one. Like, I don't think there's a guy that I've hated at Liverpool more than him. Like, he's actually overtaken Brendan Rodgers now. He's actually overtaken him, because not only did he turn us into a pile of crap at the back, he turned one of our best players, and potentially, like, say what you want about Trent, but he's an unbelievable player. He turned him into this prima donna who got to do what he wanted, and had this bet with Jurgen that he was going to turn him into an inverted right back. Yeah. Now he's going to Pep, to be the assistant manager of Pep, who kind of invented the inverted right back. So let's see how that plays out for Manchester City. But not only that, it's kind of ruined two players' like early careers in Bobby Clark and Stefan Bajcetic by taking them over to his club and just being shit and leaving them in the lurch. Like, poor Bobby Clark is now playing in the reserves, and Stefan Bajcetic got binned all over the place, like, because he didn't play for under a manager that, and all the players hated him. Apparently, all the players hated Pep and Ljinders when he turned up. because he brought these two guys with him and dumped their players, and they're a team that play their own youngsters that come through the ranks. And for me, this could be a really good thing, by the way, him going there. Like, it genuinely could. And also...
good thing for who?
Well, Torre wasn't a great coach, by the way, when he went to Leicester.
Yeah.
He was a bit iffy. So they're not exactly getting stellar people in, are they? At City.
Cares what City do, bro.
Listen, for me, let me just show you guys.
Wait, can you explain to me why? Like, what's the anger with Pep? Why are we angry at him going there? Just because City?
He's going to a rival. Going to a Premier League rival.
We got Pep Ljinders. We got Pep Ljinders. He knows everything about Liverpool. We got Pep Ljinders. We got Pep Ljinders. We got Pep Ljinders. He knows everything about Liverpool. We got Pep Ljinders. Mwah. I love this game. Let's go. That's a dirty game out there. Let's go. It's a dirty game. Let's go. Bands for bands. We go for bands, as they say.
Let me tell you why I can't stand Pep Ljinders.
City shirt look like something that...
Let me tell you why I can't stand Pep Ljinders. You know, we always say stuff like, you get me? This is the thing. Everyone's calling Trent a rat because he moved to Real Madrid. Manchester City are actually going to be our title rivals next season. And Manchester City stopped us from winning league titles. And he's going to work under Pep Guardiola after a year ago, saying he will never ever be an assistant to anyone else but Jurgen Klopp. So he lied. Which is why I said, you know, I just don't come out publicly and say something and lie about it. And the other thing with Pep Ljinders is, ever since he took control, because there's some stuff that I know about, like the backgrounds and behind the scenes stuff that some people might not know, and I do know the stuff, like this whole training is our identity, and this whole, you know, training and blah blah blah, and like, you know, he took care of the training. He got a lot more involved in tactics. In the 3 years where he really just significantly won an FA Cup, you know, a Carabao Cup, sorry, he was responsible for that. Like, it's just he was one of the main culprits why we got to the position we got to under Jurgen. Yes, you might say Jurgen gave him too much power, but he was part of that, because the thing was going to be Jurgen Klopp leaves and then Pep Ljinders takes over. It was going to be like that whole thing. And then after that, you know, obviously the Michael Edwards comes in, Richard Hughes comes in, completely different direction, which I think was the smart way to go, because as we saw, Pep Ljinders literally failed at Salzburg. You know, like that's a club that's like should win the Austrian league like this, and he failed at Salzburg. So for me, I can't stand them. And actually, as a matter of fact, I love the fact he's gone to Manchester City from a competitive perspective, because I think he's going to take them to the shits. City fans are unaware of this, but they're going to see this now with their own eyes. First of all, if Pep Guardiola gives him even 50% of the power he had at Liverpool, you're going to see a lot of players pull up with injuries because of the high intensity pressing. You're going to see Manchester City play a different style of football, and you're going to see Manchester City run out of steam towards the end of the season. They will run out of steam at the end of the season if they allow Pep Ljinders to have as much power, like even 50% of the power that he had at Liverpool. So for me, like, the reason why he's a snake is because he went to Manchester City, and I've maintained that energy. You ask me right now, who's the biggest snake ever? Michael Owen. Biggest sin in football, go play for Man United. Second biggest snake, Fernando Torres, went to play for Chelsea. After the Mourinho Benitez wars for 5 years. And then after that, I would say Raheem Sterling, because he went to Manchester City. I would always hate a player less that moves to a different league, regardless. Like, even if I hate Coutinho less than I hate Torres and Sterling, despite the fact that Coutinho is a rat because he left us mid-season. I don't feel a bad energy towards Luis Suarez, because I do feel like at the time he gave it his all. He almost single-handedly got us to a league title, didn't go over the line, and then he went to the biggest club in the world at the time, went to play with Messi and Neymar. So I understand. But when you move to a team in the same league, I'm sorry, that for me is unforgivable. And it applies to the assistants, applies to the managers. By the way, if Jurgen Klopp, who I love, and you guys have all watched me, worked with me, sat on panels with me as I've defended him, if Jurgen Klopp tomorrow goes to manage Manchester City or Manchester United or Chelsea, it's fuck Jurgen Klopp. That's just the truth. Like, listen, for me, it's Liverpool over everything. Liverpool is number one. Everything else is below that. Like whether you were an incredible servant at Liverpool or whatever. Like Steven Gerrard, he went to manage Aston Villa. I had no hatred towards him because Aston Villa are not a rival. Like if Pep Ljinders was announced as the Brentford manager, I'm not going to lose my shit. It's okay. But don't go to a club that we're contending for a title with and expect me to be okay with it. I'm not okay with it at all. And to be honest with you, listen, I hope Ljinders takes City to the shits just like he did Liverpool. By the time they discover it, we're already 10 points ahead. Anyway, let me read these super chats before we move on to the new era. The Frimpong and Wirtz era. And the Kirk era. You get me. So, big up to everyone locked in, guys. 1,200 people in here. Let me look at the like count so I can get disappointed. 1,200 people in here, and we are only on 344 likes. Let's get the likes up because Jamie is out here looking like Michael Phelps for you guys. So let's get the likes up, guys.
Phelps wasn't bald.
He said 700 likes, and he's going to wear this the whole stream. So everyone, please hit the like button. Everyone, please subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so. Everyone, please like and subscribe. Big up to my guy, Midun Murali, who says, Intensity Inside the Rat's Mind by Trent and Pep. Bro, I can't stand that Pep Ljinders. Honestly, I fucking hate him so much. Like, it's just... some of the things maybe I might not be... I can't share. Maybe one day I will be able to share them fully, but... You know, this guy even stopped transfers like actual targets from joining Liverpool because he convinced Klopp that we don't need them and blah, blah. There's so much shit that I know. I hate this guy. Tabang will echo the statements in the chat. Big up to you, Midun. Big up to Marcos says, you must cook Hamza. He did 30-minute rant that Ljinders found all our good players and developed them. Also said Ljinders invented pressing. Actually, when Ljinders took over, that's when we signed Nunes, Fabio Carvalho, Calvin Ramsey, you get me? So if anything...
When Ljinders took over, we stopped using the scouting department for players.
Yeah, that's when we stopped, by the way. Kmack is spitting.
Horrible.
That's literally when we stopped. We stopped doing the transfer department stuff when he became...
You put none of that on Klopp.
He also said England's best midfield is Curtis Jones and Jude Bellingham.
No, he also said something else. He said the only reason why Curtis Jones is not the best midfielder in Europe is because of Brexit. Fuck your book, your shitty ass book. 900 pile of crap. 900-page pile of crap. Can't wait for that guy to fail now. Big up to LB who says, ain't that deep. He ain't getting that power at City. Hey, you never know. The assistants sometimes get a lot more power than you think.
That's not that stupid.
Listen, there are stories that you guys might not believe, but people in the chat
wasn't stupid.
You know, there are certain people who speak to people who will tell you. With all due respect, let me just say something.
That's the difference.
Let me just say something quickly. There was a time where we were going to make a signing, and then the goalkeeping coach stopped it from happening at Liverpool Football Club. John Ektenberg. He stopped it from happening. You guys need to understand. People say Klopp. You see Klopp, Ljinders, John Ektenberg, and that little circle? It was literally like the boys. Like, it was like they really thought that they... Like, imagine it like in a high school format and they ran the school. That's basically it. Like, that's generally how it was. You know, and if you speak to some people, they will tell you, bro.
Ljinders had his own office.
Yeah.
I just think it's a bit disingenuous not to put the bulk of that on the manager. Like, he's the one.
But it's just as disingenuous as you doing prop to FSG for this league title. Same thing. We can go band for band. Disingenuous for disingenuous.
All you need to know is all the guys that left.
Because your logic is
in the boys' club.
Your logic is FSG hired Klopp. FSG hired Klopp. So who hired Klopp?
Because I know me and you are going to go on a tangent with this.
Who gave Klopp that power?
I'm going to.
We can both play the game, right?
When me and you do the review of our conversation at some point this summer, I'm going to save this conversation.
We will. You know, I will not hide. We will do it.
It's actually Mike Gordon.
But not now, though. Like, with so much transfer news, like, I'm dying from
I know. At some point this summer, we'll revisit.
Yeah, when everything eases off a bit, we will do it. I promise you. We will. Kmack looks like Nicolas Cage in Con Air. I see you, camera. Oh my God, I watched that movie.
Yeah,
I know that movie as well. That's when they all escape. Oh my God, that's spot on as well.
That's a great movie.
That's not even a bad thing, you know.
I'll take that.
Yeah, but looking like Nicolas Cage.
Better than Julian Lennon.
That's not even that bad, you know. It's actually not even that bad. By the way, for the people who didn't watch that movie, go watch it. It's actually a great movie, by the way. It's actually a great. Oh, you gotta do it like him. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. Kmack. Intensity. Let's go. Show him, Kmack. Show him. Yes, let's go. Subscribe to Kmack channel. Big up to you, Kmack. Big up, Troy. Thank you so much, my brother. Whitney, I've already told you on Kopish, and I'll say it again here. I am not going to get a Darwin Núñez jersey. There is a better chance of me coming out tomorrow as a Manchester City fan, dyeing my hair blue and changing my name to Abdulaziz and just carrying on like nothing happened. It's just not going to happen. Big up to my guy, Martin. Hey, City Pool is back next year. Pep said hello. Ha, 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 ha. Hey, listen, Martin, me and you, don't worry. We're back next season. Those bums got Sesko, bro. Don't worry about it. Let's just see how bad Pep Linders drags you through the mud, though. You get what I'm saying? That's just what I'm waiting for. And big up to Sean DOC, who says new sub. Thank you. Sean from Akem LFC, formerly from Fenway. We come not to pay respect to putting it to Mason. Well, that's is this the same guy from Twitter? Are they the same guy from Twitter, Sean? Is this Twitter, Sean? Because I know that he knows me, but I don't know. I didn't know that you watch YouTube. But regardless, big up to you, Sean. I appreciate you. And yes, I did put it to Paul Machin. You get me? And guess what? Every summer, every transfer window, I get proven right, including this one. Because all of a sudden, the profit and revenue conversation doesn't matter. The we don't have money conversation doesn't matter. Oh, look who's swimming in money, motherfuckers. Same shit I've been saying for the last 4 years. Spend the fucking money. Big up to you, my guy, Sean. I appreciate you.
You gotta ask Sam why we weren't spending the money.
You cannot blame it on one thing only, and you know that. Big up to Jericho, says, if Liverpool sell Diaz, would you guys still be interested in Anthony Gordon as a replacement? It's not about us being interested. I just think that ship has sailed. Like, I think that ship has sailed. I don't think we're the type of football club to go back in for a player that we want.
I said this on Kopish earlier with Cal. We never go back in for players.
Yeah, we never go back in.
It's like, what, you don't want to come to us? Yeah. You. Right.
Yeah, we don't really go back. We don't go back. Like, I don't see us going back now. And it's not even that Gordon rejected us. I just think the ship has sailed. And I think that we're going to play in a completely different way next season. There is a bigger chance, in my opinion, of us signing Rodrigo than Anthony Gordon. And I hope we do. You get me? Rodrigo rejected us because he fucking wanted to study. Fuck the books, Rodrigo. But anyway, it is what it is, regardless. Big up to Mons in the chat. Big up to you, Mons. Appreciate you. Thank you for hopping in the stream as well. Big up to you. Big up to Jericho. Big up to all the super chatters. Big up to everyone locked in. 1,300 people in here. Let's get 700 likes ASAP. So man like Jamie can wear this hat for the whole stream. Big up to all of you guys. And now, as I said, we will be looking forward. It's time to look forward to the future of Liverpool Football Club. Frimpong Wirtz coming to La Anfield, ladies and gentlemen. You get me? Now we talk about something a lot more exciting. Let's go. So, who shall I start with this? Let me start with you, Kmack. Frimpong Wirtz headed to La Anfield, my brother. Talk to me.
Well, it's exciting, isn't it? Paul Joyce posted up before the Slot's looking at a new direction, which is basically fast, more fight, more pace. I mean, those two. I mean, the synchronized together, aren't they? Those two provided loads of chances and assists for each other. I think Frimpong's got more GA than Trent, and since 2021, which is really, really exciting. And Jamie said on his show earlier that it's kind of like when Frimpong had his interview, he said he's a right back. So I think that's really interesting as well. But just Florian Wirtz, like, just what a signing that is. Like, what was he? Bundesliga Player of the Year 2 years in a row. Like, that's no mean feat. Like, you've got some really good players in there. And, you know, you've got Harry Kane in there for a start, who's had 2 unbelievable seasons. And Wirtz has been able to nab him for that award. And you just the way we've done things, like everybody's still licking the wounds over Trent, Trent goes, new guys in the door straight away. Like, can do just a good enough job. Like, if we're worried about chances and worried about assists from that position, well, you got Frimpong who can do that all day long. He wins more duels. He's faster. He does more energy on that wing, which is something that we've been missing for a while. Salah's kind of slowed down, so now you've got that pace back in there. And we've all said it, we haven't had a real functional number 10. Well, Wirtz gives you that in spades. Like, goals, assists, chance creation. Like, he's just an unbelievable player. And they both work together with each other, so they're already going to click like that. And obviously you've got the Dutch connection. You know, you've got like five Dutch people now, all around the squad. It's just great. And then obviously you've got Gyokeres that's next, and then potentially 2 more, according to David Ornstein, who said 5, and also Lewis Steele. So good times. Like, and spend the money. We don't care. It's not ours. Spend it. You made 181 million from winning the Premier League, and 84 million from not winning the league, but getting to the top of the league in the Champions League. Spend the effing money. Like, you have the money, spend it now. And that's what we're doing. Big up.
Jamie, Frimpong can defend.
Yeah. Frimpong can defend. Apparently he wants to do what he's going to employ someone to do some one-on-one coaching for his defending. Apparently he's all up for it. No, he's a right back. You know, he's always been a right back. When he was young in the Dutch academies, he wanted to be a right winger, but they told him he weren't. They didn't think he was physical and technical enough to play as a winger, so they made him a fullback. And the only reason he didn't play fullback for Bayer Leverkusen is because they played 3 at the back. So he played right wing back. You know, he's a right back by nature, and I know people keep going, I want these defensive fullbacks now and all that. All the best teams in the world have attacking fullbacks, man. They all do. You know, it's like asking Roberto Carlos never to go forward in his life and just sit back. I mean, you know, you have attacking fullbacks. I want attacking fullbacks. I don't believe your defending starts at the back. Your defending starts at the front and then through your midfield and into your back 4. That's where your defending starts. So I'm all for attacking fullbacks. I think he's going to bring us something a little bit different as well. You know, him and Conor Bradley are quite similar in the way they want to play on that right-hand side. They're both very athletic, very quick. I think obviously Frimpong's a bit quicker than Conor Bradley is, but they're both very direct in what they do on that right-hand side of the pitch. Also, you know, when Salah is at AFCON in January, you know, over Christmas time, you know, Frimpong can play right wing for a few weeks. I've got no problem with it. I literally got no problem with it. It's great cover. For £29.5 billion, this business is fantastic. It's £10 million a year we're paying. And the first year's paid because Trent went for 10 million. So it's tremendous business. I think, you know, there's got to be games where I think Conor Bradley, Salah and Frimpong are all on the pitch at the same time as well. You know, not starting matches, but, you know, as subs and stuff like that. When I think we're going to be far more attacking. There's one thing that Sam said this season, yeah. I remember Sam saying is that he wished that we killed teams off a little bit more sometimes, right? Yeah. I think Slot's going all for the attack. All this pace and attack that we're getting into this team now, I think he feels like we need to get 3s and 4s more often than we did this season. And if we let the odd goal slip in at the back, so let it be. But, you know, he's going to look for that attacking, fluid, Dutch kind of football. He's going to bring to Liverpool now. And I think that's how we're going to roll. And I'm up for it, man. I don't want to be this tactical pass and move, pass it into the gap, you stay still. There's the gap, go into it. Now, fuck all that shit. Give me pace and power, man. Let's go.
You know, Jamie quoted me. I'm going to quote him. This is, you get me, sharing experiences right here. He said this season, and this I feel like is a life problem. You know, this is not just us as Liverpool talking, because you know, sometimes it's good to have deeper conversations. You get me? We're not here to just tell you 4-3-3. sometimes in life we always look at what someone can't do instead of what they can do. And I mentioned this earlier on the solo stream, and I said Jamie said it, and he's absolutely right. And this applies to everything in life, like even relationships. You know, like you find someone you really like, and they like check 9 out of your boxes, but there's like this one thing she doesn't do, and you keep thinking about that one thing, and you end up fucking up everything. You look at Frimpong, okay, even if let's say, I'm going to give you the scenario of every 7 games, he's going to get destroyed once. Every 7 games. Very fair, objective number, you know, not over the top. Let's say once every 6 games. Even if he gets cooked once every 6 games. That means for 32 Premier League games, he's going to cook the shit out of everyone else. And I'm willing to take that risk. I'm willing to take that risk, make no mistake. Because what's always funny to me, and I always mention this and say this again, unless you're an old head, most people my age and like 20 to 29, 18 to 29, you ask them who's the best right back ever, they'll say Dani Alves. Who's the best left back ever? They say Marcelo. Okay, so were they known for their defending? I still remember when Marcelo first signed for Real Madrid, go do your research, Fabio Contrao was there because Mourinho couldn't trust Marcelo defensively. So that's the thing that you guys need to know about this whole. People always look at Liverpool, and because sometimes we watch rival content and we interact with the rival fans, everyone's acting like, ooh, do you guys see everyone's reaction to Trent? All of a sudden, he's the best right back in the world. All of a sudden, Frimpong can't replace him. All of a sudden, he's decent defensively. All of a sudden, all people are saying all these things. When for the last 5 years, I've had to listen to them shit on Trent on a consistent basis. And guess what? They're going to do this to all our players. All of a sudden, according to so many people, Florian Wirtz, you are overpaying for Florian Wirtz.
Doing it with Wirtz now.
Florian Wirtz, but Liverpool are hate because we are the biggest club in England. This is something that you need to get through your mind. Stop waiting for rivals to twerk. They will not twerk because we're the biggest club in the country. They will not twerk for us. They will continuously shit on every single player we sign. I promise you all. We're going to sign Gyokeres, by the way. The only way we don't sign Gyokeres is if we don't want Gyokeres. Because Gyokeres, speaking of twerking, has been twerking for us for like the last 4 months. The only way Gyokeres is not a Liverpool player if we say we don't want Gyokeres. That's the only way. When we sign him, everyone's going to go from Gyokeres is the best left back in the league. He's had an amazing season to now saying, oh, Liverpool overpaid. Why are they paying 40 million for a left back? Yeah, but City paid 60 million for every single right back and left back fucking 10 years ago. Never mind.
Gyokeres feels like everybody's got a friend request off him from Liverpool.
I don't like this terminology of saying that Frimpong is replacing Trent, because I don't think that we are replacing Trent. I think we're just evolving past him. When I see that kind of signing, and then when I look at someone like Gyokeres, I don't think that this team needs any help counterattacking. Like, I don't think we could have upgraded on Connor Bradley for our counterattacking offense. Even Andy Robertson, like, you can slack him off all you want defensively, but the guy knows how to dribble into space. The guy knows how to play a 1-2 with Cody Gakpo. The guy knows how to create a dangerous chance. That it might not be off of his foot, but it might have been coming from the space that he created by driving into space, right? To me, what Frimpong and Gyokeres tell me is that, I mean, if you look at the way that Leverkusen played with Frimpong and Wirtz, a lot of their connections were passes into goal, right? To me, what that tells me is that Arnie wants more control attacking. He doesn't want all of the chaos. I don't think that Arnie Slot is a fan of 60-yard diagonals. I think that at points this season, we were forced to play like that. But when we were playing our best, we weren't doing that. We had to resort to that when we couldn't pass out of the press, and we had to give the ball to Virgil or Trent or Andy or Konate and basically just say, I need you to let me breathe a little bit. So just kick the ball 60 yards, and hopefully Mo wins a one-on-one, or hopefully Luis Diaz wins a one-on-one. But to me, what that looks like is that, number one, technically gifted fullbacks, both of them technically gifted. Number two, high pace. What does high pace means? You don't have to be a good one-on-one defender. All Frimpong has to do is get back and cover space, because
just do the Kyle Walker.
Exactly. He's got Konate and he's got Virgil behind him. And Gravenberch isn't, I mean, now more than ever with signing Wirtz, Gravenberch is not going to take liberties going forward. He's going to be the guy who's sitting back. So you got those 3 players back. All I need from you, Frimpong, is to just put the player off, or just usher him to the byline. Just don't give him a clear opportunity. And you know what? There's no fullback in the world that doesn't give up at least one of those a season. So we're just going to have to see what the ratio is, and I'm not going to comment on it until then. But one thing I have a feeling of is that he's going to give me the effort that I saw from Trent in 2017, in 2018. The running 60 yards just to put the player off, right? It isn't a great defensive play, but you forced him to not make a good offensive play. Ultimately, that's the best defense that you want from your fullbacks in modern football. Just make it more difficult so that, you know what, if you get beat, fantastic, but it's going to have to be off of a fantastic play. And I'm fine. Like, if a team scores a goal that they deserved, I have no issues because that happens. If my fullback gets burnt, whatever, like, fair play. I just don't want it to happen all the time. But to me, Frimpong, Gyokeres, Wirtz, that says I want more control. I want more triangles. I want more ball to feet. I want to keep the ball on the ground. I want to pass teams to death. I want to be in the opposing half of the field for the majority of the game. The best defense is offense in this situation. I want someone who can overlap Mo. I want someone who can overlap Cody Gakpo. I want to be able to see that consistently and know that you have the pace to get back. So, you know, ultimately, I've been begging to see what Arne Slot wants to do, and these signings are sort of telling me what he wants to do. And based on what he was able to do with someone else's team, I'm fully confident that he will be able to tune these guys to play that he wants them to play the way that he wants them to play. And I mean, these are two very exciting young fullbacks, full of promise, full of ability. And if anything, all it's going to do is just create more space for Luis Diaz, Cody Gakpo, or Mohamed Salah. Because now I have to worry about two different players that can hurt me offensively on each side. And that doesn't even include Florian Wirtz and whoever the fuck we decide to put at the number 9. That also doesn't include Alexis McAllister, who can just stand at the edge of the box and kill you. So, you know, the more weapons we have, the better. And the less we have to rely on Salah. And ultimately, the more space that Salah gets. Because I know people keep saying, we can't rely on Mo. We can't rely on Mo. He can't get 70% of our GA. Well, if all of a sudden you have 6 different hitters that can kill me, well, Mo has all of this space. So maybe Mo will just do it himself anyway because he isn't getting destroyed by the other defense because they know he's the only option that we have. So it's just all around brilliant and very promising and makes me pissed off that I have to wait 2.5 fucking months to see this. But
Mike, you're always pissed off anyway, so don't worry about it.
I'm from New York. What are you going to do? I'm hard to please.
Mike, why are we so angry tonight? You're taking over me. You're taking over my anger.
No.
I'm chilled.
This is a good angry. Like, I'm excited, and I want to see this football tomorrow. Like, I don't want to wait.
I want to say a bad angry then.
I don't want to wait till August. Like, I want to see this tomorrow. Also, like the Wirtz, just get it done. Get it done. I want to see him in the Access Center. I want to see Gyokeres in the Access Center. I want to see Hugo Ekitike in the Access Center. Like, just get it over the line. Also, Adidas, what the fuck? Like, come on. Can we move this forward so I can start buying some merch because it all looks absolutely amazing. I need it now.
Nike have still got the preseason kit, haven't they? Nike have still got the
preseason. Adidas isn't going to technically start until August. Shit, because all of this Adidas is so much better than Nike. Nike sucks, and I'm American. Nike's an American company. Adidas is a German company. The Germans do everything better. Move to Adidas ASAP.
Just in case people don't know as well. Like I would say it's probably tier two reporter from the Independents has actually said that the Wirtz deal's been accepted. Like the bid's been accepted. The second one that went in.
Who said that?
Today. I posted it on your channel, Jamie. Hang on, let me find who it is.
Indicalia?
No, it's a proper reporter.
It has been accepted. The only thing they're trying to work out on right now is how the instalments are paid.
Exactly.
Leverkusen don't want really difficult instalments that they're never going to get money for. So they're just trying to work that out.
He also needs to complete his medical.
It's all good, man. Don't worry about it.
But it'll get done. And then
I think he's gonna be a Liverpool player anyway, so I'm not worried.
I'm a stickler for the dotted line. That's all.
I think the main thing for me in all this is just like I like that. I just feel like a new sense of
No, sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I'm not laughing at you. There's Sam's reaction just now.
Go on, Emeka, go on.
I know. I was gonna say, I just feel like now that the nerds are back in charge, I'm just calm. Like all the links, I don't even want to get into the arguments about like who our striker should be, who the winger should be. I just trust Edwards like 100%. I trust the team that we have behind the scenes to just make the right choices. And I'm glad now they're empowered to do what they're doing. They're in a position where they have the final say and not the manager on everything team related. So as I said, I just think it's a really calm time. And I know people are kind of, there's the PTSD obviously from some of our recent dealings in the transfer market when it comes to Wirtz, but honestly, I'm just so calm with it, and I'm just looking forward to what's next.
Yeah, definitely, man. I agree.
So, with the Wirtz signing, where do you guys think Florian Wirtz will play?
Number 10. So I spoke about this earlier. If we're spending because this is going to be a British transfer record, it's going to overtake Casado's bit of business with Chelsea,
which I absolutely love. By the way,
I know. So
it's going to be less, Jamie. It's going to be less.
No, it's going to be 126 million quid.
Yeah, we're going to do that.
That's how much it's going to cost.
But what is it? Was 110. It wasn't 126.
Yeah. Liverpool got the Leverkusen want as close to 150 million euros as possible, so it's around 126, 130 million quid.
But that's with bonuses.
Yeah.
So he would have to hit the bonuses.
Well, we will pay it though in the end.
But,
I don't know if you guys have been following that Bayern Space Twitter page, but he said it's not going to be over 110. He said that like a week ago. He's like, just wait for it. It's going to be 110, everything all included, 110 pounds. So,
I think they accepted 120 today, flat fee, and then everything's installments. Apparently, that's the last couple of hours. That's the rumor, but you might be right as well. We'll find out. We'll find out. We'll find out in due course. Anyway,
we were 42 million short of what they wanted at one stage.
Yeah.
On this deal. That's how far off we were, but they were calm.
They got it done. We finally spent some fucking money.
I don't think you're going to spend that much and play him left wing. I think you need to put him central in the team. But obviously, the news today we'll get to probably a bit. Looks like Luis Diaz is leaving. So
wait, I thought Barcelona weren't going to put the bid in.
No, it's not Barcelona. It's at Al Nassr or what I think that's what it is.
Yeah, that's how much?
For how much? Diaz. It's got to be around 70 odd million quid. And
fucking hell! So now you got to buy a left winger.
I think he's going to play in the central role. He could play left wing occasionally because he can play there in your game here and there if you need to. If you need to swap it up a little bit, I've got no problem with that. But I think most of his games going to be that central area. I think Wirtz wants to be as close to Mo Salah as he humanly possibly can, and I think that's what Liverpool. That's what I want as a fan. I want Wirtz and Salah like this. I don't want them on the other sides of the pitch together. I want them proper close because I think Mo Salah is going to be more of our main goal scorer next season than our assister. I think that might go to Wirtz. And, if Frimpong's up and down that right-hand side, that means Salah can only play inside a lot more. So, and with the left-hand side, I honestly think that Liverpool might go for Nico Williams because his release clause will only be about 48 million.
We like Nico Williams, by the way. That's
if his release clause is around that 48 to 50 million pound mark, because I think it's like 57 million euros. So I think that will attract Liverpool to him. That Liverpool will like that sort of deal. And if you can get Gyokeres and Nico Williams on your left-hand side for about 80 million quid.
Jesus.
A lot of pace.
That's pace. That's pace on that left-hand side. You got Wirtz in through the middle. You got Salah off the right. You got Frimpong and
the only thing that
worries me, whoever our striker is.
The only thing that just worries me, Jamie, about what you just said is the following. Listen, from a financial perspective, selling Diaz for like 80 million now is obviously a great financial move because he is going to be
makes sense. 29
in January, right?
Yeah.
So it makes sense because you probably might not
Slot, Osam. I know exactly what you're going to say. Have faith in Slot. Have faith that Slot can mold him.
No, that's not what I'm going to say. That's not what I'm going to say. I'm looking at something else. I like Luis Diaz. Wow. I think he's had a very good year. I do think that people now Yes, this is his best year. I think people exaggerate. Like they act like Gakpo's so much better than Diaz. I think they're
No.
very similar in terms of levels.
similar.
Very similar. Like they're both. Okay, this is how I would describe them without being disrespectful. Let me just be honest. I would describe them both as like 7 out of 10 players. On their day, Gakpo or Diaz could be a 10. And when they're really bad, they're like a 3. That's the problem. Here's the difference between Gakpo and Diaz. You watch Gakpo when he's having a bad game and you're like, oh shit, is Gakpo even on the pitch? Like sometimes you don't even remember.
The ghost of Gakpo.
You know, like you don't even realize because he just drifts away in games. With Diaz, he never drifts away, but he's having a shocking game in terms of end product. Those are like the two kind of different things we see with both of them. So I like Luis Diaz. My problem is the replacement. Because I don't think Nico Williams is quite ready to even get like 10 goals a season yet. Premier League, I'm saying like 10 and 38, you know, nothing crazy. Do I think Nico Williams could get 10 and 38? He could have a sudden jump and like be unbelievable. Here's the thing, Nico Williams comes in, he's immediately the best dribbler in the whole team, directly, just like that. Best dribbler in the entire team, no doubt about it whatsoever.
Frimpong ain't bad, you know.
No, Frimpong is not bad, but like Nico Williams, tight spaces and running past players and stuff, like I think he's him. The problem is end product. That's the biggest problem I have with Nico Williams. Could Slot nurture that? Could he make him better? Could he improve him? Yes, he can. 100% he can. But it will be a risk. Make no mistake. Nico Williams is a risk. I'm telling you right now, we like Rodrigo. Guys, we like Rodrigo. If Rodrigo lowers his wage demands a little bit, something that Jamie always mentions, the wages, if he lowers his wage demands a little bit, we're going to pounce. Because you selling Diaz for 85 and then buying fucking Rodrigo for 70, that move right there, like that's an orgasmic transfer move. There's
and
no
he
other way
plays in his natural position that he hasn't been.
Well,
able to
his
do.
left wing.
There's another thing.
He's not going to wage demand.
I don't know if you've seen the news. So apparently, Gyokeres to Juventus is like looking like it could happen. I'm
not
sold. Chelsea, innit?
I'm not sold on that either. I don't think he's going to go over.
I think Liverpool do get Ekitike, and I think they'll get Ekitike for a lot lower than Ekitike, like Frankfurt want for him right now. If I like,
do you like Ekitike?
Right, so I was doing a lot of watching today.
Football Manager, this is crazy.
I was watching a lot of highlights of like Gyokeres and Ekitike and stuff like that today, just doing some bit of homework. And the way we play, if we have fullbacks, you don't buy Frimpong and Gyokeres and tell them not to go forward. That's what their strengths are, right?
You can.
Yeah.
You can.
So if their strengths are going forward, they're overlapping a lot, which means your wide players are going to be more inside, like Liverpool used to. Mane and Salah used to be them inside forwards, is what they were called.
Yeah.
So they're more in front of goal. Gyokeres needs that room to run the channels. So it actually wouldn't work too well with Gyokeres in that Liverpool team. But Ekitike, he will just run off the shoulder into space, wherever that space is. And for the way we might play next season, I think Ekitike does actually make far more sense. But I like, is it Fofana from Lyon? I think.
Yeah.
I think if Cody Gakpo, because this is another thing with Cody Gakpo, if he's got someone overlapping him constantly, like Gyokeres, Cody Gakpo is going to do more of the job that he's actually really good at, and that's in and around outside the box with them angle crosses, them runs inside, curling it in, smashing it in. That's what he's stronger at. So he could actually benefit from actually getting more goal return next season because of a left back like Gyokeres. So
that's another winger I really like.
Yeah.
But once again, too raw. He's even
rawer
than Nico Williams.
He's raw, but I wouldn't mind him if Cody's going to be your number one choice and he's coming off the bench in games against tied.
Yeah, I agree.
So that could work for the long term. Rodrigo is brilliant. He's obviously his wages, I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem. Apparently, he's only asking for 10 million a year, which I think is less than 200 grand a week.
Yeah,
so
the tax.
It's not going to be a huge problem. It's all about the striker, what Liverpool want to do in that forward area. So if they sell Luis Diaz, they're going to buy a left winger. If they sell Darwin Núñez, they're going to buy a striker. But Some of the strikers we've been linked with, I'd rather just keep Darwin over some of them we've been linked with. I'm being totally honest there. You know, like for the money they're going to cost, I'd be like, just keep Darwin, man. They basically got the same bloody profile. So I'm wondering if Liverpool are going to be bold, and Michael Edwards and that are good at this, is that they wait a year for their main striker option. I'm still saying Darwin goes, but we get a striker in that maybe it's not everyone's cup of tea, flavour of the month, because they want Julian Alvarez or an Isak, and they think they're more attainable next season than they are this season because it's the players they actually want.
As long as it's not Gonçalo Ramos, I won't lose my shit.
Yeah, if it's Ramos, I'd rather keep fucking Darwin. There's no difference. Do you know what I mean?
Gonçalo Ramos is so fucking shit, bro. I'm not fancy him.
I could
Don't sleep on him, mate.
I know this name's not going to be very popular. People might get angry about this. I wouldn't be surprised if people go for someone like Watkins as a striker.
Nah, I don't.
Why they wait for their real option the following year?
The problem is Villa are asking for too much money.
Yeah,
Apparently he's only going to be 40 million because he's got a year less in his contract, don't he?
Here's the thing. I think Gonçalo Ramos is just a bit of a smoke screen. I really believe we like Ekitike. I looked at the numbers today. I did a comparison between Sesko and Ekitike because people are like, "Oh, Sam, you're too harsh on Sesko. You're too harsh on Sesko." It's probably the same Nunes sexuals, like that. So I looked at Ekitike's numbers. Passing clear of Sesko, like everything in terms of like layoffs, through balls, holding up the ball, losing the ball, like he's just so much better as a footballer. In the words of Jose Mourinho, he went on Sky Sports and explained this once. He has the basics of football. Guys, we need a striker who has a fucking first touch. Because every time Jamie, Mike, Emeka, or Kmack speak, they're speaking about this beautiful football. So if we do beautiful football, and then give it to a striker who has a shit first touch, what's the point of the fucking beautiful football? Because he just fucked up 70 passes because his first touch is crap. Ekitike is not a great finisher. I would say as a striker, he is an average finisher. However, as a footballer, he has like the fundamentals. He is a fundamentally sound footballer. The only thing that I question is simply price tag. That's it. Would like 84 million is a lot of fucking money for Ekitike. 60, 65, I'd be okay with it in today's market. I think that's acceptable. I like Ekitike. I have no problem with him. And the dream for me, the absolute dream is Julian Alvarez.
Someone just wrote Alvarez is 32 million more. They're only doing calculations in the chat.
And that's my thing, Sam. I think the dream for Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes is Isak or Julian Alvarez.
Yeah. Even Alvarez more than Isak.
And
you know what? Sorry, Mikey M has just put a name in the chat that we will end up getting.
But he won't play striker though.
He's a winger. He plays both wings. He's both footed. He's just good on the left and he's good on the right. That's a wild shout because that's gone completely quiet.
You know, I don't want to go on a tangent here, but I was watching the Kopish Collins show today, and I was trying my hardest to not get rattled because there's a guy who came on at the end, Liverpool 12th man. I'm not gonna like shit talk about him or anything. I saw him doing Darwin Nunes prop because he's gonna run in behind with the Wirtz passes. Habibi, even if he runs in behind, if he's gonna miss the chance after he runs in behind, what's the fucking point of running in behind?
We
cannot watch Liverpool in 2025, 2026 Premier League season and look at a striker that misses clear-cut goal-scoring opportunities. I get it. Strikers miss chances. Fucking Haaland misses chances. But strikers don't have 71 big chances missed in 3 years. And by the way, I stick by this. I don't give a shit what anyone says. Nunes cost us a league title, him and Diaz, in the last 6 months of Jurgen Klopp. They literally both cost us a league title. And I stick by that. Those two were so shit in front of goal. And I never forgive them for it.
We don't have to go that deep, okay? I would rather put Jadon Danns up front. If you want to, if you can't sell Darwin Nunes this summer, fine, all good. Jadon Danns, Diogo Jota, you are my strikers. Darwin Nunes, you only come in if one of them breaks both of their legs and they legit cannot stand. I would rather play a one-legged Diogo Jota, and I would just say, you know what? I want you to stand on the penalty spot and then we're going to bring the ball past you, and then you'll be in an onside position, and then we'll get the ball to you. You don't have to move. Just you have a 5 foot fucking radius that you stand in all game. We'll make sure that you're onside by the time the ball gets to you. We're not going to play Darwin Núñez. He will not work in any system that we do. It's never going to happen. There's no way that Arne Slot rates Darwin Núñez because the dude barely saw the fucking pitch towards the end of the season. He doesn't. Under no circumstances Darwin Núñez is going to be the striker of any future. He will leave this summer for any price.
I agree.
Any price. Any price in the world buys you Darwin Núñez. Eat the fucking loss. Take the loss. You just made all this money. I don't care. John W. Henry, fucking take out a second mortgage on your boat and just eat it for a year. It doesn't matter. We're getting rid of Darwin Núñez. There are no ifs, ands, or buts. Anyone who defends that is delusional. Delusional. The guy missed another fucking one-on-one in the last game of the season. You know what? You know what? Fair play to fucking Trent because it was actually a brilliant pass. Fuck you, Trent, but brilliant pass. Darwin Núñez still managed to fuck that up. So
up Salah's record.
We are not keeping him. He's a thing of the past. No more talking about Darwin Núñez. I never want to hear his name again. He's the worst striker that we have ever had, and there is no defending him under any circumstance. That's it. So go buy fucking anybody. Go buy me some dude in the MLS. Go buy me some guy who's 15 years old and lives with his parents in the south of France who's never touched a football. I will take that over Darwin Núñez because at least I can mold him into something. Darwin Núñez is already molded. He's molded into a fat piece of shit who sucks at football and can't hit the broadside of a bar. We're done. We're over.
Love you, Mike. Welcome to the light. You know, it only took you 3 years. I love it. I love it personally.
Listen, I saw potential in Darwin. I liked the passion that I saw.
Now, any.
But unfortunately, this is
not just 180, Tyler, like 270, bro. Like it's just fucking.
Unfortunately, this is an era of results-based analysis, and the results show that the guy is dog shit. If Jayden Danns didn't hurt his back, I guarantee you that Arne Slot would have found a way to give him a shot, and he would have been better than Darwin. But of course, he's injured. He's also 18, so I'm not going to really blame him. I hold no fault to Jayden Danns. We don't buy a striker. Jayden Danns and Diogo Jota. Right.
I hold lots of fault to.
And I just want to say one thing quickly.
All our youngsters being injured.
Listen. Let me just say this. The people who watch the Liverpool solo streams will tell you this right now, and I've been telling you guys for the last 4 days. There are dominoes that are dominosing. Do not be shocked if Liverpool go in for Victor Gyokeres. I'm telling everyone right now. Do not be shocked.
I don't think that he's the right fit
Arsenal
for this club.
Football Club. Hear me out. Arsenal Football Club went in for Sesko, so that's out of the way. I'm going to be completely objective. I ain't going to laugh. I'm not going to say anything mad. What's this, Jamie?
Ljinders. What the fuck is this?
The Athletic put out that Kai Havertz is going to play more minutes than people think next season.
I know. That's why they go for a
Yep. So now it's Havertz and Sesko for them. Chelsea just signed the lap.
Ekitike makes more sense. Ekitike makes more sense.
I know. Hear me out. Chelsea just went for the lap. This is what I feel like is happening right now, which is actually fucking mental when I think about it. I think us and Chelsea's first choice is Ekitike. And whichever club Ekitike chooses, the other club will go for Gyokeres. That's what I feel genuinely.
What people don't understand about Ekitike is that physically speaking, this dude is like for like with Alexander Isak. Now that's not ability. But in terms of like their physical stature, i.e. their height, their weight, their strength, they are legit like for like. He's 6'3". I think Isak might be 6'4". A 1 inch difference, whatever. That's still that's a very tall player who plays at a forward position.
Yeah,
technically speaking, listen to some, but technically speaking, I think he is a better fit. He is a better fit than Victor Gyokeres. He's a better fit than Benjamin Sesko. He's a better fit than Victor Osimhen. I don't think he's a better fit than Julian Alvarez, but I think that Julian Alvarez is just not attainable.
Mike, do you think though that they've sat there and they've gone, you know what? no more effing projects. Let's use the scouting committee the way it was designed to be used. And every single bit of data is literally pointing in one direction. And it's at
I didn't
three
say
players.
that they were similar players, Link. I said
Who's
that
that?
they're similar physical
Gyokeres.
sizes.
The data just, like, I've said this on loads of shows now. It is such a Liverpool thing for us to just go and get Gyokeres. Like, he's a good value. He scores bazillions of goals. He's got loads of data behind him.
He's a target man now.
Totally in prime. Like, totally in prime now.
In my opinion.
It just feels like that's the one. Like, go and get him. Score you a bazillion goals. Nice one.
The thing with Gyokeres is that there's a reason. I don't know what it is. There's a reason. He, like all the strikers everyone talks about, yeah, Gyokeres has more goals than anyone we're talking about, yeah. But for some reason, teams are reluctant to buy Gyokeres. For some God knows reason. But when I watch Gyokeres play, we'd have to play really wide for Gyokeres to work. Like Salah and Gakpo would have to be touch tight on the really wide for Gyokeres to work.
Keep going.
If we play like that, that's the only way it works. I don't think Salah at 33 is going to play touch tight wide. I don't think Cody Gakpo Salt's playing touch tight wide. They're going to be more inside. And if you're running the channels, Gyokeres, I don't know if he'll have that room in the channels to run because he'll have Salah and people like that in a way. With Ekitike,
may I convince you with something? Add Frimpong and Gyokeres to your equation. And Wirtz behind.
Yeah, and they're just going to run like wide for him. I don't see it happening.
Plays a lot in the 14 zone, the hot zone. Like, he doesn't particularly.
Here we go with the zones.
In the penalty spot.
Come, little. This is all your fault.
I know he
this
hangs
is why
around.
You are a Jedi.
I know.
Yeah, okay, if we buy Victor Gyokeres, it's because everyone else's job is to.
I'm just telling you, I'm only a messenger. There is truth in the Gyokeres thing. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, but if that's the case,
it is.
If that's the case, he's gonna literally play as an out and out target man. We're literally just gonna go wide. We're gonna play 1-2s with Frimpong and Salah and Gakpo and Gyokeres. Wirtz will be in the middle. In the middle, McAllister will probably be a little bit progressive, and Gyokeres is just going to sit his ass on the penalty box and basically say, "Who can get me the ball? Who's going to get me the ball?" It's not exactly the way that I want to play, but
just give me 68 goals extra for Liverpool next season. Just give me 68 goals.
I mean, Julian Alvarez really is like the only one that I want, but I just don't see it happening.
You know, you just give me half of that, and I'm happy.
I want Alvarez. You know the weird thing? I want Alvarez more than I want Isak.
Yeah,
me too.
I think Alvarez is perfect. I think he's perfect.
I think he suits us to a T. Here's my thing. No matter what striker you get, I still don't think they're going to outscore Mo Salah. Right? And especially what we look like we're doing on that right-hand side of the pitch, which is going to free Mo up even more centrally. Because like Mo said at the end of last season, yeah, I don't run no more. Just get me the ball and I'll get the numbers. That's not going to change next season. No, it's not sort of going to go right. You're an up and down right winger again. You know, he's going to even be more up top because he's going to be 33. You want to use Salah to the best of his advantage. What's his best at? Scoring shitloads of goals. So use Salah at his major strength and just keep him at the top of the field. Apart from Kane's or Lewandowski's, they're the only people that are probably going to outscore Mo Salah in a season. So someone like Ekitike coming in can still get goals, 12 to 15 Premier League goals a season. It might not look great on paper, but it takes the edge off Mo a bit, who's still going to be your main goal scorer. He's going to get you 12 or 15 from that central attacking position. Gakpo's still going to probably get double figures for goals. You know, Wirtz is going to score goals because that's what he does as well. He's actually a very good goal scorer. So Frimpong gets 1 in 6 or 1 in 9 apparently in his career. So he's going to get a few goals this next season as well. So I think that's why they might be looking at Ekitike.
Yeah, but this links to what you're saying at the start. What did you say at the start when you first started speaking? Oh, we're going all out attack, baby. We are going to cook the bucket.
But what people need to get through their heads is that no matter what striker we're signing, he's not coming in and bagging 40 goals. It just isn't going to happen. Like, the striker that we sign is not to come in and outscore Mo unless we're scoring 4 goals a game and we're breaking every scoring record that there is. That's the only way that I possibly see that happening, because Mo is going to always be the guy that everyone in the team looks for in the box to make something happen. Now, maybe Wirtz might also be that guy, but like, I don't care who it is. I'm not expecting this dude to come in and have 20 Premier League goals. Unless, of course, we score 120 goals. Then I'll be like, all right, fantastic. You know, you're adding to the pile. But I don't think that Arne Slot is looking at the striker position as a goal scoring problem. I think he's looking at the striker position as, I need another option to give everyone else space. And ultimately, that's your main job. You need to be a dangerous option in the center of the pitch, in the opposing final third, to where if you score a lot of goals, fantastic. But if you create space for Gakpo to score goals, or Wirtz to score goals, or Salah to score goals, that's also amazing. So whatever striker you're looking at, we shouldn't be boxing ourselves into, oh, but you know, Gyokeres scored, 35 goals, or Julian Alvarez scored this many goals, or Erling Haaland scored this many goals. It's not always about scoring goals.
But Mike, there is something that you always say. The nerds are now back. Let me give you the numbers on. Let me give you the numbers. What is Gyokeres' release clause?
I don't know,
Exactly.
60?
60?
The gentleman agreement is 65 million euros. Point number 1. Point number 2, have you looked at Gyokeres' wages?
They're like 45K. I think someone put them in the chat.
£40,000 a week is what he earned. He earns 46,000 euros a week.
Ooh.
Look at his goal scoring return. Tell me that's not a Liverpool type signing right there. Just pure numbers right there. On top of that, Sesko just went to Arsenal. Isak is unattainable. Alvarez might, personally, it's a dream for me.
Ekitike is expensive as fuck.
Yes, Ekitike is expensive. Everything is pointing at us signing Gyokeres, by the way.
Yeah.
Just so you know, guys. Just so you know, chat.
Listen, I'm happy to
It's a
do this all
possibility.
season. I'm
Oh,
happy to
This
do
is
this
mine.
all
I'm
season.
not an ITK. I'm just
Do it.
Hussam from Jordan, and I'm here to tell you.
You read
the
the
news.
tea leaves. You read the
Are
tea
we going to
leaves.
buy Are we going to buy a 27-year-old striker?
Yes, because
Yeah.
of price and wages.
Yeah.
Jamie, you sit here and you bring up the wages point. Remember, you're
change
the one
man.
that-
We got money now.
We
Fuck
ain't-
it. Let's go.
Yeah, but
doing
hear me
any
out. Hear me out.
projects.
Hear me out.
We
Hear
ain't
me out.
doing any more
You're the
projects.
one. Remember, one second. Remember 3 Liverpool shows ago, you brought up why we would keep Diaz based on wages. Remember, you were the one that initiated this conversation.
I did. I wish I
Gyokeres
did.
earns 40 grand a week.
How much is Ekitike on? How much is Ekitike on?
I'll check right now. But
If we
Gyokeres
can
earns
get
like
if we can get
40 grand a week.
Ekitike for a similar price to Gyokeres, and he's a lot younger, I think they go for Ekitike.
He earns 22,000 euros more, which is
Yeah.
20,000 pounds more, so 60 grand a week.
Yeah, that's still cheap, ain't it? That's still cheap.
Yeah, it is cheap, but I'm saying like in terms of price tag as well, you include
Now,
that in there.
aren't you guys a little bit put off why no one is really going all out for Gyokeres in the last couple
Can I
of years?
tell you why that didn't happen? Because they expected Arsenal to go all out for Gyokeres.
Can I
And
also
then Arsenal
mention
did
one?
the Sesko thing.
Can I also mention one more thing? And this kind of ties into the way one of our signings has just happened. Why didn't anyone go and get Frimpong? Because Liverpool were already in there. We were already in conversation. We'd already laid the groundwork. Gyokeres makes every sense to me that Liverpool have already done the groundwork. We probably already scouted him. Remember, we've always got people in Portugal. We like Portugal. Like, it's been our thing. It's been our hunting ground. Everything
Hasn't
points
really
to Gyokeres to
produced
me.
a lot.
And also, one more thing. Sorry, Mike. One more thing. Look at the guy we're about to sign to be the number 10. What type of striker does he have in front of him? What type of strikers has he had in front of him for the last 4 years at Bayer Leverkusen? He's had Gyokeres.
Boniface.
He's had Gyokeres. He's had Schick and he's had Boniface. They're the same type of strikers that Gyokeres is. Bagsman. Don't move around too much. Kind of stay in that position. I'm not going to say the word because I don't want Tom Little to copyright me.
Zone 14. Fabrizio said we want Ekitike. Hussam also told you we want Ekitike. I'm not denying that. I'm just simply saying put the numbers in the bag and look at the whole Gyokeres thing, it would not shock me whatsoever if Gyokeres is a Liverpool player this summer. No links have been reported yet. Just wait and see.
I don't think we can.
No rush. Like, it was already been sorted.
The league is
the last one.
Everybody scores.
Let Emeka go. I can't hear you. Go on,
Emeka. Go on, Emeka.
Yeah, I just don't think we can underestimate how much lower that Portuguese league is. Like, I just think there's a tax there. Like, he's scoring at will, and nobody's. Think about just through history. Any striker that scores at that clip is going to be targeted by all the big clubs. Like, regardless of even if they need a striker, and none of the really big clubs are really after this guy. So I just don't. When I watch him, I don't believe in him. I just feel like in the Prem, I don't think it's going to look like that personally.
Coventry, though. Explain Coventry.
Yeah, it's the championship. It's still the championship.
It is a shithole, yeah.
You say it's the championship, but the championship, by the way, is even more competitive and more difficult than the Premier League.
There's no doubt he's a goal scorer.
These guys play like 2 games a week every week, by the way, in the championship, and it's so physical. It's so like everyone's just trying to punch you up and fight you, bro. Like, that's a difficult league to score in. Make no mistake.
And
I agree.
He's had 2 seasons. He's had 2 seasons where he's been the golden shoe. Like, he scored more goals than anyone else in Europe in the last 2 years. Like, 98 goals or something? Like,
listen, Ekitike or Gyokeres, anyway, I doubt anyone here would complain. Both of them are good players.
That is true. Someone said Pookie scores 80 goals in the championship.
Anyone on the face of the earth whose name isn't Darwin Núñez.
He's a good tidy little player. He was.
Would you have Pookie up front, though?
Yeah, I'll take
Darwin,
Pookie. I'll take Pookie
over Darwin. Hey, Jamie.
I would convince Sam Kerr to switch to men's football before I put Darwin Núñez back into this team. Sam Kerr, you're my number 9, first female ever to play in men's football over Darwin Núñez any day of the week.
Hang on, Harris Sporting. Someone said there, Arsenal Sporting have rejected Arsenal's £70 million bid. How can they reject it when it's a release clause?
The release clause.
No, the actual release clause is 100 million, but they've got a
is it? Oh, fair
agreement to let him go for 60 million. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
That's
so you're just waiting for a big club then.
Perhaps. Guys, I'm gonna say this right now. I might be going out on a limb. People might get triggered if the opposite happens, but I'm just using objective reasoning here. After signing Sesko and the Athletic article that they're going to start Havertz next season, I doubt they're going to go Gyokeres and Sesko same transfer window. I'm sorry, I just don't see it happening. I think they're more likely to sign like a left winger now or something like that. Anyway, let me just read these super chats for you, wrap up the stream. Big up everyone locked in. Thank you guys so much. There's been absolutely unbelievable discussion. We have only 20 likes away from 700 likes. Let's get there. We have 1,600 people in the building. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys so much for showing us love. Big up every single super chatter. Big up everyone who's locked in from the start. I'm gonna go to the super chats now. Guys, like and subscribe, please. Every single one of you guys right now, please like and subscribe. And go subscribe to all these guys' channels because they are who make the difference on these streams. Mike Das LFC, Kmack channel, and Liverpool chats.
Can you divert? I'm going live for at 12.
Yeah. Sure. Did you set up?
Carry on the Gyokeres talk.
Did you set up?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, this time you didn't actually put it tomorrow, so well done. So I'm gonna redirect.
I'll never live that out, will I?
Big up to Jack says, don't be shocked if we sign Williams. Eye emojis. Yeah, I know, bro. I've been telling you guys about the Nico Williams interest for like fucking 6 months now. This ain't new information. We really like Nico Williams, so it would not shock me whatsoever if sold is Diaz and in is Nico Williams. That's a genuine possibility. No major like newspaper has linked us to him yet, but you know, you got the Don Hussam sauces, not mayonnaise and ketchup, barbecue sauce, baby. Let's go. Netweed says, well, Sesko it is. Congrats on the 2026 title. You know, Netweed, I love you. Because you're one of the Arsenal fans who actually says it as it is. Bro, some of the copium by these Arsenal fans has been fucking hilarious. You're literally signing Kai Havertz Pro Max. And you want me to be worried. You are signing Darwin Núñez 2.0. You know, like, you know, when like the iPad came out and then they made another version real quick after because they fucked up the first one. Like, that's literally...
Sesko, though. You know, Sesko, when you watch him, He rather play behind a striker.
Yeah.
So they really still ain't got a striker.
Yeah. And on top of that, Sesko against low blocks. We'll be here for it, mate. We're here for it. Big up to Sean. Thank you so much, Sean, for the super chat. I appreciate you. We sold enough players last summer to afford bringing in players this year, so I wouldn't be giving FSG a reach around just yet. Not on X. There is nothing. Sean D LFC, not me. Formed Fenway, we come not to play. I know about Fenway, we come not to play. The initial FSG out movement, which I appreciate. You get me speaking up against the lack of expenditure and the way the club is run. I think it's obviously a great movement that I back. Now, in terms of me backing FSG, listen,
I was backing him.
I have never been like saying completely I will never be like FSG in, but I just need to see this consistently because I've always known we had the money. Just spend it, have a structured way of doing things, and let's get to the mountaintop and stay there for once. Instead of just getting to the mountaintop, then you pushing me off it, and then you telling me, oh, it's bad luck and it's this and it's that. You get me? That's the thing. So I appreciate you, Sean. Thank you so much for the super chat, and big up to you for the love. Here, this is why Kmack cooks you on a regular basis. First of all, when Leipzig play on a Sunday or a Saturday and Liverpool on or Premier League games is on, none of us or you watch. That's number one. Number two, Bundesliga is on BN Sports. So if a game is on as I'm streaming, it's in the background and I'm watching it. I'm not a Bundesliga expert. I'm not. But I've watched him every now and then. The guy misses too many chances. His first touch is shit. He's fundamentally not sound as a footballer. And the numbers and the stats prove everything that I'll say. You want me to put up the comparison matrix from Squawka earlier on? I'll literally put it up right now. I'll put it up right now and you can look with your own eyes. You can look with your own eyes with Ekitike and Sesko. You want to see it now? You want to show the whole world? Here, mister, you don't watch the Bundesliga. Oh, look at me. I'm such a savant of football. Like, I'm the only one who has TV in his house. You get me? Have some shame, Habibi. We all watch different leagues here. It ain't nothing new, So that's the thing. So here, you want to do this? Let's fucking do this now. Watch this. Watch this. Here. Gonna do now. Passing accuracy. Through balls, layoffs. Everything important for a fucking forward that we have.
We can't see it, Don.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry. I'm just loading it up now.
Sorry.
Here you go. No worries. Here you go. Bundesliga. Frankfurt. Bundesliga. And here we go. Done. Now you can look at the comparison. Mister, you don't watch the Bundesliga? Here you go. Watch this. 33 games each. Shot accuracy, Sesko. 6-7% more. More goals, Ekitike. Non-penalty goals, Ekitike. Higher conversion rate for Sesko. Better passing. 10% better passing accuracy. Double the through balls. And 20 times more layoffs. So everything I've just told you about Ekitike is literally proven by statistics as well. He's fundamentally more sound as a footballer. Why should I buy Darwin Núñez 2.0? Isak odds to LFC went from 12-1 to 6-1 last night. Listen, I've always maintained if we want Isak, we'll get him. I just think it's going to be such a fucking fight to get him out of Newcastle now. And we will see if we're willing to have that fight.
Next summer.
I think if we was going to get Isak, we wouldn't have got Wirtz, personally.
But what if we get both? And we just say fuck you to everybody?
That'd be...
Well...
John W. Henry did take a second mortgage out on that yacht. We are buying Alexander Isak.
Breaking news. Wirtz rejected City after he asked to see the European history. It lasted 2 seconds. He was not impressed by Pep's plan to make him an inverted Joe Allen. Much love, Wissam and panel. By the way, that whole slot convincing Wirtz thing, I fully believe it because I think he will get freedom at Liverpool that he will not get at Manchester City. Make no mistake. Wirtz will be allowed to express himself. He'll have footballing freedom. Like, cook, do this, do that. Pep will be like, you should be in this little square right here. Don't move left, don't move right, Wirtz. Like, be over here. And you're allowed to pass left 60% of the time, pass right 40%. Like, it's just, he's just way too much of a control freak. But it is what it is. Big up to David says, Bismillah Hussam in the panel. Big up to you, David. Big up to you. Appreciate you. See you picture with the Coppish guys as well. Big up to my guy African Cat. Big up to you, my brother. He says, I wasn't expecting that Wirtz signing, but I'm happy. We need to look into that French bro Konate. He's moving fraudulently. We can't afford another Trent drama. I do think we are trying our best to extend his contract this summer just so we don't get another Trent drama.
I think he signs.
Yeah, he signs.
Same. I do believe.
If he doesn't sign, we sell him in January. It's that simple. We're not allowing.
If he doesn't
that.
sign, we sell him this summer, Habibi. Forget January.
This summer.
Yeah.
He signs.
So if he doesn't want to stay, we just sell him.
He sees what the team. He sees what the team's doing. Virgil's there as well. He'll sign his deal.
He's not leaving. He's not leaving.
Ain't this guy the fucking unit? Yeah, this is the unit. This is the 6'6" guy. I knew. Bro, this fan base just loves like these units, bro. This is the 6'6" like fucking monster right here. Walt Tamede, or however it's pronounced. I know who you're talking about as soon as you put in that super chat. I don't see it. Nunes is going nowhere. Free Nunes. Yeah, free us from Nunes. Get Mito Katadza. Mamardashvili's teammate.
He's had a good season. He's had a good season.
I see another Çalhanoğlu in Sobo, who is an engine DM like Valverde. Bro, I don't like Mikotadze that much. I think he's all right. Like, he's nothing special. I'd put him in the Goncalo Ramos category. He's just an okay player. You get me? That's what I'll say. Big up to Vagabond. It's been a while since I've seen you. Hope you and the family are safe. He says Ollie Watkins. I think that's more media prop than anything else. I'll be honest with you. I think Villa might be wanting to get his price tag up, maybe show, oh, look, the whole world is interested. So come look at Ollie Watkins. I think this is a bit far from the truth right here. I don't see us signing Ollie Watkins, to be honest with you. Even as a stopgap. If we go stopgap, we go a bit cheaper. We go 20 million maybe for a stopgap, or like 15. Endo-esque, stopgap. Maybe the Walt Mayday guy, 15 million. Mateta, cost system effective, 27-year-old for the now. You don't have to convince me on Jean-Philippe Mateta. I fucking love him anyway. I'm the wrong guy to convince. I love Mateta.
Okay.
Big up to Adeline, who says, Ekitike, 16 goals from 21 XG. Darwin Núñez 2.0. No, but I've already explained why he's not Darwin Núñez 2.0, because he has the fundamentals of football, which Darwin Núñez does not have. Also, Ekitike has football IQ. Also, Ekitike has a footballing brain.
Wait, what is this compare? 16 goals from 21 XG. Darwin Núñez has like 3 goals with 300 XG. Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Hey, Mike has fully done the heel.
You know what? I need to actually check that data, because I don't think you're far off.
Gyokeres and or Osimhen is a no-brainer here. I do agree. I think Osimhen's only problem is wage demands for us, but we shall see.
Just think of this. Just think of this. You could sign both of them for about 120 million. Oh my god.
He's not American, dog. He's Canadian. He's Canadian.
My two American LFC brothers, where are y'all from?
North American. Let's go safe. Let's go.
So none of you are going to answer?
He should know I'm from New York, and if he doesn't know, that's his fault.
Zohaib, I apologize for my rude American guest. He is from New York, lives in LA. Emeka is from Canada, my brother. Thank you for the support.
Toronto specifically.
Toronto, you get me? Toronto, Canada. That's where it's from.
It's pretty much the New York of Canada.
It is.
It is without the hard work and grit. Big up to Tuchels, who says Rodrigo 200k a week, but may stay because of Chabi. Nico Williams on 170k a week with a release clause 49 million. If we sell Darwin, buy a winger, Wharton, use Diaz, Jota at 9, go for Alvarez or Isak next summer. Thoughts? So you're saying Gakpo, Nico Williams left wing, Diaz, Jota down the middle, Salah, Chiesa right wing. Would I be mad at that with Wharton? Probably not. I wouldn't be mad at that. But I will say this. I do think that we cannot do what Slot wants us to do with this with this explanation right here. Because Diaz is nowhere near consistent enough in the false nine. He has performances where you're like, fuck, this guy's elite. And then he has performances where you're like, yikes, So he's way too
season, Diaz in the 9 was a stopgap.
Yes, he actually was the stopgap.
He was the stopgap.
He was the stopgap. This is 100% correct. Big up to Sean. Again, thank you so much, Sean. I appreciate you. I am just FSG make necessary spending. Sorry, Mike, for taking the piss. I'm jealous of your fanny tickler, which is also known as a mustache. Here's the thing, Sean. I'm with you completely. I've always said, willing to change my mind on FSG. I'm willing to change my mind on everyone as long as they prove me wrong. We do this again next summer. We do it again. we continue to spend, we continue to dominate, we stay at the top, then there will be no reason to complain. And as you have seen this summer, there's no reason to complain because we're getting the business done. Now, if we fuck up and don't get the business done, we will complain. So that's just how it goes. Big up to Fonzie, who says, literally had no idea Jamie was bottom left. Don't ever disrespect Sean Dyche like that ever again. Big up Sean Dyche and Jamie for that. Frimpong, Dad, I play for your club. That hit me. That was a beautiful moment, honestly. That was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful moment. Sesko is right-footed. I've already explained this before. When I called him the left-footed Nunez, I meant that they're essentially the same player. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like saying, if I say Mike Das is the left-handed me, he doesn't need to be left-handed. He's another version of me, is the point. Anyway, big up to Sam Wick.
Everyone in the chat, stop writing Sesko because it's winding Donald.
Yeah, by the way, I'm happy he went to Arsenal. I'm ecstatic. Like
93 million, bro. Are you mad?
Thank God he's gone to Arsenal. That's one transfer saga I definitely wanted to lose, right?
Have you heard about Martin Zubimendi?
Yeah, what happened?
So the president of Real Sociedad has told Martin Zubimendi, when you go on international duty, we want you to stay here, have a think about it. It's not all done yet, apparently.
Well,
Real Madrid want to have a conversation with him before he goes.
Yeah.
I'd rather use the Diaz Nunes money for Wharton than bums like Sesko and Gyokeres, then buy a cheap alternative like Ekitike. I think it's very unfair for us to put Sesko and Gyokeres in the same category. I can't lie to you. Like, one guy's in the race for the European Golden Boot. Come on.
I hear a lot about Adam Walton this and Adam Walton that a lot lately. Unless Arne Slot has completely and utterly changed his mind, Ryan Gravenberch is his DM, and we just got to get used to this. Unless he's gone and changed
Young Player of the Year award in the Premier League.
unless Slot's changed his mind, he's going, no, maybe not.
We're not buying a holding midfielder. We're not.
If that's his guy, that's his guy, and we just got to move on with it. I think
Jamie, I see that happening only under one circumstance: if we play a diamond. That's the only way.
Yeah, that's the only way you change it. Yeah, because you put them both in there. Because McAllister's going to play. I actually think Szoboszlai is going to play deeper in the 8 role next season as well. So I just don't see it. I just don't see it.
Whoever's on iMessage. Big up to you, Sam Wick. Big up to Mr. Sinclair, who says, sorry guys, Konate is not a fraud. Most slubbed, including a slot squad. Cover 2 positions, want 200 grand a week. Shouldn't be an issue. We are moving different now, right? Yeah, I agree. We should be giving him 200 grand a week. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, he gets money, man.
Yeah. World Cup finalist, Premier League champion now. He's cooking. Let's go. And he loves Liverpool. He wants to stay. Big up to you. Big up to my guy, Yushi LFC, who says Gyokeres isn't in consideration. Look at an interview with one of the nerds gave 2 weeks ago. They have an informal ban on any attackers over 24. Just to remind you, every rule has an exception. And if things make financial sense at Liverpool Football Club, you best believe we will attempt, we will try. And that's all I'm saying. 58 million pounds, 40 grand a week, 97 goals and 102 appearances. If that's not like a FSG as fuck, Liverpool as fuck signing there, then I don't know what is. That's not just money ball.
Yeah, we made an inception with Thiago when he like 28, 29.
Yeah, and by the way, if Gyokeres scores like 150 goals in the next 3 years and wants to move to Real Madrid after, guess what? We're going to double our money minimum. 58. Okay, Madrid, you want him? 110 million. Yalla. Pay up, habibi. You get me? So it makes sense, even at 30, by the way. And just so you know, Lewandowski is like the top scorer. Bundesliga has fucking 37. Anyway, guys, we are going to wrap up the stream here. Liverpool chats. Mike Das LFC. Emeka doesn't have a channel, working on it this summer. You get me? He's going to cook it up. And Kmack channel, this stream is going to take you over to his stream that he's going to start right now, talk about Gyokeres and multiple different things in depth as well. So go give him a subscribe. Go show him some love. You get me? Big up to all of you guys locked in. Thank you guys so much for 52.4K. We are on the road to 52.5K. Hopefully we get the Here We Go tomorrow, inshallah. And if we do, we're going to run up a solo Liverpool stream. If not, then I might just do daily transfer news. Big up to all of you guys. Love you all. Thank you to everyone who supported us today. And see you guys over on Kmack's channel. Peace out, guys.
Stop, Nunes.